Hey, what's going on, guys? MA76B-Ball back at it again. First on Court, episode 31. And just so you know, just to make sure, these videos that I do, these First on Court series, this is just like what it was like to pull them out of the box and play for the first time. That's all there is to it, okay? This is not a long-term or in-depth performance review. That is coming. That'll take several weeks to do. But this is just like, yo, what was it like to, you know, give them a go for the first round. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut away to some of the footage. It was a good night at the gym. I was specifically, like, I was really focused to like put the shoe through its paces, at least on my terms, you know. And so yeah, let's take a look at the footage and I'll be right back. Alright, cool. So it was a great night at the gym, and let's get into what was it like? What was it like to play in these Kayo's LP2s for the first time? So first off, the first thing I gotta make abundantly clear is I did not play in the original insole, okay? The insoles are pretty sweet, they are, but I still prefer my soft sole insoles just because of the arch support and the heel cup. So just to clarify that and so that you guys know that. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start off at the bottom here. The traction, I played on a clean court tonight, as usual. Most of the courts that I play on usually are clean, and I did not wipe once. Okay, this type of compound that they use seems somewhat hard. It does not squeak or anything like that, but man, I didn't have to worry about it whatsoever. Once I got through like warming up and shooting around and dribbling around, I could tell like, oh yeah, okay, traction's on point. So yeah, I'm really happy and pleased with the traction. And like I said, hey, I wasn't playing on a dusty court, I was playing on a clean court. I am gonna play on an iffy court tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So anyways, traction, yeah, that was great. Now, let's get into the cushioning. So this LP2 cushioning compound, I guess you would call it. It was firm, but not in a disappointing way. Okay, I was like, okay, this is not bad. I can handle this for a few hours, you know. Now, one thing that I was really happy about, as games went by was I noticed when I was sprinting at full tilt, then I could feel the cushioning, you know, compressing and rebounding. As usual, you guys know I'm a very skinny guy and I'm very light, so I don't really put a pounding on the shoes, you know what I mean? So I think at the moment it is a firm type of setup, but it is responsive and there is rebound when you're going full tilt. So I would imagine, you know, anybody who is bigger than me, heavier than me, you know, they probably have an even better experience when it comes to the cushioning and its give, you know. So, but I'm not complaining. I liked it. I did. It was really responsive. I was out there running my butt off, so the shoe was there. It had my back, you know what I mean? So I do hope it softens up more though. Just, you know, it was only the first wear, you know what I mean? So I hope that tomorrow night and as the weeks go by, I hope they do soften up. So yeah, that's just a brief description and the feedback for the first 2 hours as far as the cushioning goes. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of like support and stability. No issues whatsoever. There is a fair amount of plush, sculpted cushioning or padding, whatever you want to call it, in the heel area. So you do feel very secure. It's not like, I'm looking at it right now from here, it's not like a super wide base or anything like that. There is a little bit of a rigor up on the, up on the forefoot here. But like I said, I was moving all over the court in all directions and I felt secure. I felt very secure. Not in that upper tier, something like, you know, the LeBron 16, which is the shoe that I really love playing in right now. But again, not something that, you know, I didn't feel iffy or I didn't feel confident in my moves. So yeah, so support and stability was no problem. The biggest thing I want to talk about is the fit. Up in the heel and ankle area, like I just said, it is very plush, it is very secure, and walk down in that area is really nice. Now, this is going to be really tricky to explain, okay? So, I used to wear a size 8 and everything for a performance fit. That would be pretty snug fit, my toes would be pretty much right up at the front of the shoe. And then, I think probably just with age and things like that, I found that I had to go up to 8.5 recently over the last several months. And so I went with 8.5 in this particular shoe. However, what I wish it was, it's a little bit too late when I found this out. I actually recommend going down half a size. So I was like, ooh. So I guess you could say, oh, I should have gone with 7.5 for like a really, you know, snug performance fit. So I was like, oh, maybe I should have got an 8. So with these 8.5s, now I'm not complaining by any means, but with these 8.5s, I do have quite a bit of room up front. Now, there's pros and cons to this, you know, so not to the point where, like, you know, my foot's moving around or anything like that. Just there's ample room for my toes to open and spread, you know, when you push off. I do like a slightly snugger type of fit for that, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll double sock next time. Maybe I'll do that and see what happens. So I think like the fit of the shoe so far is probably good for like a medium or medium wide, but I don't know, it's tough to really like make that an official statement, and in my opinion, because I probably should have a size 8 and then make my statement. But anyways, all I'm really saying, guys, is that it is a little bit roomy up here, so that might be good for medium and wide footers. Next up, hey, materials. Yeah, they were soft right off the bat, and they got softer as the 2 hours went by, so no problems there. So overall, for the 2 hours that I played tonight, I really enjoyed the shoe. And I've got high hopes that the midsole or the cushioning kind of breaks down a little bit more, and then I'll be, I'll be looking forward to playing in the shoe week in and week out for the next several months, probably all the way till spring maybe. So okay, yeah, I'm pretty tired. You can probably tell in my voice I'm tired, and I know I need to edit this video and get it out for you guys. So yeah, I keep looking at it. I love it. Again, I've got to say thank you to Crossover Culture for sending the stuff my way to test out. Oh, you know what? In the last video, I always said, like, when I was looking at the tuxedo one here, this one here, ding, this tuxedo here, I was like, oh, this reminds me of another shoe on my shelf, and I never showed you guys. So what it reminds me of is the brand black rare metal. I mean, you know, that black and white, they both can be called tuxedo. So now, in the final review that will come in several weeks, then I'll get a little bit more detailed into the materials and you know, the design of the traction, etc, etc. But that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the First on Court episode 31. I hope I gave you a kind of a good feel for the shoe, only for the first 2 hours. Hey, feel free to leave any questions below or any comments. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.